AOC says so many people in this country hate women. Oh, geez. Even the guy at the party who pulls out a guitar is like, way to ruin the fun. You don't really love America if you hate half the people in it. And also if you hate a lot of the things that everybody always loved about it. There's an oft-repeated moment in political debates where the moderator says to the two candidates,
Bill Maher's latest commentary hits like a warning shot across the Democratic landscape. Ever since Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez emerged as the party's new shining hope for 2028, Maher's been ringing the alarm louder than ever. He compares the current hype to the Democratic miscalculations of the past, especially the Kamala Harris experiment, which crashed under its own contradictions. Maher argues that the party keeps confusing charisma with competence, chasing viral popularity instead of steady leadership. It's not a personal attack, but a political reality check that the left refuses to face. His frustration reflects something deeper, a sense that the Democrats are sabotaging their own future by falling for media-driven illusions. Maher's criticism doesn't come from bitterness but from the same progressive heart that once cheered AOC's rise. Yet, as he points out, admiration without scrutiny is dangerous. The Democrats can't keep gambling on candidates who trend well online but fail to unite voters in real life. To Maher, AOC isn't a villain. She's a symptom of a political culture addicted to attention rather than achievement.
The fact that the people who are getting the big crowds right now are AOC and Bernie Sanders. They're going around the country. Thank you, there's that same guy. I call him the always wrong guy. Okay, but I feel like, big crowds, again, the shiny object that the Democrats chase. It's not about the big crowds that come out to you when you're talking in a festival or wherever they are. I think it's because I think Bernie showed up at Coachella. That must have been fun for the fans. It's who shows up on election day. And I just don't see that's the ticket. I mean, Cory Booker, I know you've worked with him. I like Cory a lot from my home state of New Jersey. Made a speech for 25 hours. Again, just whacking each other off. This is just not what...
As AOC's name begins circulating as a potential replacement for Kamala Harris, her public image starts unraveling faster than expected. Rather than stepping into leadership with maturity, she's been lighting match after match under her own credibility. Each interview feels like a new round of unforced errors, wild claims about economics, tangled explanations of policy, and soundbites built more for social media applause than serious debate. The more she talks, the more voters wonder if she's ready for prime time. This is exactly the cycle Maher warns against, the illusion of political strength built on social momentum. AOC's rise was powered by passion, not policy depth, and that energy has started turning against her. Her critics see not a reformer, but a performer. Maher's analysis suggests that if Democrats are serious about winning in 2028, they can't rely on charisma alone. Leadership demands vision, restraint, and realism, qualities that can't be faked on TikTok or Twitter.
Existed in the world, and it will not always exist in the world. When this country
is the system that, unlike all the others, has lifted more people out of poverty over the course of human history than any other system.
Well, so I think that those things that you talk about, that you discuss, are part of the course of...
Maher's broader frustration isn't with one politician but with the ideological drift of his own party. He's exasperated by the obsession with identity, outrage, and symbolism, what he calls performative progressivism. His message is blunt: you don't really love America if you hate half the people in it. That statement cuts deep, capturing how modern politics has turned into a zero-sum culture war. To Maher, progressives have become trapped in an echo chamber where moral posturing replaces problem-solving. Is not defending conservative values but defending common sense. Maher believes the left's moral superiority complex blinds them to reality, alienating moderates, independents, and even lifelong Democrats. Patriotism, capitalism, and free expression aren't enemies of progress, they're the soil it grows from. When progressivism becomes self-righteous scolding, it loses the very empathy it claims to represent. His warning isn't nostalgia for the past, it's a plea for perspective.
Serious problem for Democrats. Less than 1 in 4 Democrats under 30 say they're proud to be an American. 54% say they're embarrassed by it. Embarrassed? Like America's your mom picking you up at school? You're embarrassed to be an American? Well, guess what? The feeling's mutual because you have no perspective. Is America perfect? No, of course not. No.
Maher points out that too many liberals act as though America is a country beyond redemption, a big red, white, and you. It's a clever line with a serious undertone. He argues that the left's constant self-flagellation has turned patriotism into something shameful. When figures like Cori Bush tweet that this land is stolen land and black people still aren't free, Maher doesn't disagree with history, he disagrees with hopelessness. America's story isn't perfect, but it's evolving, and pretending otherwise erases progress. Perspective, he insists, is the missing ingredient. The younger generation's obsession with guilt and grievance ignores how far the nation has come. It's easier to perform indignation than to practice gratitude, but one builds unity and the other destroys it. Maher's message to progressives is clear: stop romanticizing despair. If you want to fix the country, you have to first believe it's worth saving.
In it. And also, if you hate a lot of the things that everybody always loved about it. There's an oft-repeated moment in political debates where the moderator says to the two candidates, say something nice.
Scrolling through social media, Maher sees endless streams of anti-American sentiment, outrage wrapped in moral superiority. Young activists, mostly privileged and online, mock the very freedoms that make their criticism possible. It's become fashionable to despise the flag, the founders, and everything tied to traditional American identity. Maher argues that this isn't progressivism, it's performative nihilism disguised as virtue. That he challenges the irony of people condemning the country that gives them liberty, safety, and prosperity. For him, it's not just hypocrisy, it's ingratitude. There's nothing wrong with demanding reform, but despising your own country while enjoying its blessings is intellectual laziness. Maher's voice here echoes an older liberalism, critical, yes, but anchored in love for the nation's ideals. Without that balance, criticism becomes bitterness, and activism turns into theater.